Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how to move your sun using a key pressed. So in my previous video I took a look at creating emoticons with your player. If you've not seen that video, check that video. I'm going to leave a card, so you can just click on the card and then you're going to have that video pop up for you. So I'll press on my Z key, and then if you're paying attention, you can see my sun moving very fast. I'll press on that of my Y key and I'm focused on my monkey once again. I press on my Z key and then I have my sun. So I'm using my keys to control my camera and also using it to move that of my sun. So this is what I'm going to show you. You can apply it to your game to switch between your characters, to also move objects to your characters or to any position you want to move that particular object to. So let me get into my game events. I'm going to create the game and then I'll get into my game events. But before that, you will need the objects that you're going to use in your project. So I'll get into my new scene event, and in my new scene event what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here on add a new empty event. Let me get rid of the events that I already had. Okay, so I've done that. So right here I'm going to click on add condition, and then in my search panel I'm going to type key pressed. So I'll click on key press keyboard, and the key I'm going to use is my Z key. So I'll type Z key and I'll click on OK. Right here I'll click on add action, and then in my search panel I'm going to type add a force. So I just don't want to add any force. I want to add a force that is going to move to a particular object. So add a force to move toward an object. I'll click on this one, and then the force I want to add is to my sun. So I'm going to type in here sun. So my object is my sun, and the target object over here is going to be my tiled castle platform, which is kind of like a fire. So yes, I'll click on that one, and then I'm going to increase the speed to that of 100. So from here you can choose permanent. If you choose instant, the effect is not going to last for long. It's just going to be short and then it will cut. But if you choose permanent, you can control it as much as you want, and I'll click on OK. So now that I've done that, I've added my force to that of my key press. I'm going to add another event, so I'll click on add a new empty event, and this time around the event I want to add is that of my Y key. So I'll click on add condition and I'll type here key press and click on key press, and the key is going to be my Y key, and I'll click on OK. So I'm saying if I should click on if I should press my Y key, what should happen is I want the camera to be focused on that of my monkey. So I'll click right here on add action, and then I can type in here camera, I want to center the camera on an object, and that object is my player, which is my white monkey, and then I'll click on OK. So if I should press my Y key, it's going to move the camera to that of my player. So I'll copy this one and then I'll paste, and then I'm going to double click, and then this time around the object is not going to be player, it's going to be sun, and I'll click on OK. So once I press on my Z key, it's not only going to center the camera to that of my sun, it's also going to move the sun to that of my tiled platform. So I have the sun moving, I have my Y key also centering that of my player. The last thing I'm going to add is a stop, something that says once I press my key, the sun should stop moving, or there shouldn't be any particular movement in it. So I'm going to click on my sub event, and then right here what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an action, and the action is saying stop object. So stop the object, I'll click on that one, and then the object right here is going to be that of my son. So I want the object to stop. I'll drag this a little bit, sorry, and then I'm going to add condition. The condition here is going to be a collision. So if my sun is in collision with that of my tiled castle sprite, which is my fire or my flames, I'll click on OK. Then the sun object should stop. So let's go ahead into the new scene and then run or launch the game. So now I have my monkey. He's jumping, he's right on the pyramid, and I press my Z key. Okay, so I have my sun moving very fast. I press on that of my Y key and I switch, and you see my sun has stopped. So once I press on my Z key once again, I have my sun which has stopped because now it's in collision with that of the flames over here. I didn't choose a specific flames, they all had the same name, so any flame at all it collides with is going to stop the sun. So I have my sun at a standstill point, and this is how to move an object to any particular position you want to, just with a key press, and also to focus your camera. So we've learned two things over here: how to focus our camera on any object of our choosing, and also how to move objects to any position. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time.